Hey yo, what's up my hoopers? It's your boy Crunch Time. I'm back with another video after 6 months, man. Wow, bro. I ain't even gonna cap, bro. It's not that I couldn't have made YouTube videos. I probably could have squeezed in some time for YouTube videos, bro. But I was just lazy, man. I just didn't feel like doing it if I'm keeping a $150 with y'all, bro. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm back. And today we're gonna be talking about the 2020-21 NBA season and everything that it has taught us, man. And let me just say, it's taught us a lot. But before we get into that, let me remind y'all to like and subscribe if you want these regular, consistent uploads, man, because I'm gonna keep it a $150. I ain't even gonna hold you right now, man. Unless I see some engagement, man, unless I see some likes and subscriptions, like even one a day. One every 2 days will be nice, bro, because that's really the only thing that's going to get me really motivated, if I'm being honest, man. Otherwise, these videos are just going to be hella sporadic, man, and I mean, like, if y'all mess with that, you mess with that, so I don't know, y'all do you, I guess. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into this video, man.
Way downtown. Beautiful morning. Get the sun in the morning, babe.
So, before we even talk about what the 2020-21 NBA season has taught us, let me just talk about my opinion of this season. You know, going into this season, it was weird, you know, like, we didn't start, until January, something like that. I can't even be bothered to check. I'm pretty sure we started like January or March or something like that. But bro, this season has been crazy, man. And first off, let me just talk about the play-in tournament, okay? Because a lot of people didn't like the play-in tournament. Me personally, I was a bit salty. I feel like the play-in tournament cheated the Warriors out of a playoff run, but hey, we don't gotta talk about that right now, man. But I mean, despite that, man, I liked the play-in tournament a lot. It added some competitiveness, man. It, like, some teams who regularly, if it was just a regular 8th seed cutoff, some teams that were behind were competing more than they probably would have if it was that regular season. But because of the play-in tournament and every team from seeds 7 to 10 had the chance of either making the playoffs or missing the playoffs, depending on how they did, man, it just made the regular season a lot more competitive towards the end, where it really wouldn't have been if it were a regular season. And then the playoffs. And I mean, it was because of a bad thing technically. It was because of injuries that a lot of these series had upsets, and they were a lot more competitive. But I mean, rest up to all the players, but I think the products that we got this season in the playoffs was so great. It was so fun and enjoyable to watch, especially the finals. Like, maybe I didn't get to see my favorite teams and my favorite players in the finals, but these finals were probably the most evenly matched finals we've had in like a decade. Maybe that's stretching it a bit, but like, it's been a minute since we've seen a finals this evenly matched. So overall, I see the 2020-21 NBA season as a success, but like, let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get into the first thing that this season taught us, and that thing, the elephant in the room. Ben Simmons needs to go. He needs to be traded. He didn't play outrageously terrible against Washington, but against the Hawks, oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever been more frustrated with a player. Keep in mind, I'm not that old. I haven't been watching the NBA for like a long time now, but I don't think I've ever been this frustrated with a player in my life. After last season, it was like, you guys get one more chance. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, you guys get one more chance. If it doesn't work this season, one of you is getting traded. Now, obviously, Ben Simmons has to go, and you're keeping Joel Embiid. Despite his injury concerns, he's just so much better than Ben Simmons, man. So at this point, I don't even know what you can get for Ben Simmons, because his trade value is at an all-time low. That's probably like the only thing that's really just sucks about the situation for the Sixers when you talk about trading Ben Simmons. Like, at this point, I wouldn't even be too like pressed if you just send him to China for some Kung Pao chicken and some chopsticks, bro, because this guy's a bum, bro. He's a crayon eating bum. I don't even know what else to say, bro. Like, so y'all just gotta pack him up immediately. The most annoying thing is, it's a mindset thing, right? If he would just shoot, right? If he would just shoot and he was missing those shots, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be too mad, bro. I really wouldn't be too mad. But it's the fact that he doesn't shoot that just pisses me off, man. Oh my goodness. Nah, bro. I don't want to see this man balling in Philadelphia next season, bro. Please, just get him. Just pack him up. Pack him up, bro. Get Embiid some real help, bro, outside of Tobias Harris, bro. He was the only solid one in that series. I mean, nah, he wasn't the only solid one in that series, but you know what I mean. Get Joel Embiid some superstar all-star help, man, because Ben Simmons just ain't cutting it, bro. Next up, the next thing that the 2020-21 NBA season has taught us, Trae Young is not an empty stats player. Now, I think the whole concept of empty stats in general is just kind of stupid. Like, I never really vibe with the whole notion of, oh, these players are putting up empty stats. I never really believed in that whole notion. But, I mean, going into this season, Trae Young and even Devin Booker were seen as players that would just put up empty stats. They would rack up all these stats just because they were on bad teams, and their stats just really wouldn't lead to team success. But Trae Young, after his playoff performance, proved them all wrong, bro. He is just a bucket, man. And I mean, the future with this guy is bright, bro. He's like my second favorite player in the NBA, even before this season, right? This isn't just some like recent thing. Like, I've been rocking with Trae Young ever since he was in like Oklahoma, okay? So, but he's my second favorite player in the NBA behind Steph Curry, and he's just great. I love this guy, the way he plays. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like his foul baiting and everything, but I just love watching Trae Young. He's just so entertaining to me. Now, especially in that Knicks series, bro. Man was averaging near 30 points and 10 assists a game on good splits, bro. He was insane. Like, he wasn't shooting amazing from three, but from the field, he was balling, bro. He was balling. Like, it was just such a pleasure to see. And especially since New York fans, bro, those fans were wilding. And I'm just so glad that he shut them up, bro, and sent them home packing. Trae Young, man, congrats to you, man. You deserve all the praise that is coming your way, man. I just realized people had realized this faster, man. Trae Young is legit. He will be a superstar player pretty soon in this league. So I'm just looking forward to watching this man for so many years to come. And one more thing, I kind of called this one. I kind of called it that the Hawks would go this far into the playoffs. Now, were there circumstances that helped the Hawks get as far as they did? Yeah, of course there were. But I still called it, bro. Go back and look at this video that I'm putting up on the screen right now, bro. I called this junk, man. I called it. Y'all got to start listening to me, man. But, I mean, let's get into the next thing that this season taught us. And that is that Rudy Gobert is overrated. I said it. Now, I don't even know if this is too much of an unpopular opinion. It might not be after what we just witnessed in this year's playoffs. But, I mean, I know there are going to be those crayon eaters in my comment section going, but crunch time, he's a DPOY, man. He's so good on defense. He's the Jazz's defensive anchor. Listen here, ya bum, okay? Man is trash. He is so bad. I've never seen a more overrated player in my entire time as an NBA fan. He does nothing on offense. He has no bag on offense. And then on defense, the one thing he is good at, first of all, defense isn't even that important. It's not as important as offense in today's game. So, I mean, you're already starting at a disadvantage if the only thing you're good at is defense. Second of all, he can't defend on the perimeter. He gets out of the paint. He is garbage on defense. I don't even know what y'all talking. He's only good in the inside. I think everybody knows that, right? That's a common nugget of knowledge, okay? If you think he's good on the perimeter, you're dumb. I don't even know what to tell you. But Mans has bamboozled DPOY voters, because as much as I don't like Ben Simmons, at least Mans can guard perimeter and the interior, man. But oh my gosh, Rudy Gobert, man, this man. Okay, let me calm down a bit. But in the playoffs, this man was getting targeted. When the Jazz went on offense, they were targeting Rudy Gobert. How is the DPOY getting targeted on defense? I don't understand that. And to keep it $150, bro, he was exposed. How are you getting targeted? How are people going at you in the paint? And you have 0 blocks in games 5 and 6. 0 blocks. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, his performance almost brought me back to YouTube just so I could rant about this guy, but I'm gonna keep it short just because this video, I don't want it to be too long. If you couldn't tell, I'm not going with any notes right now, so it might be a bit all over the place, but bear with me. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but let me keep this short. Rudy Gobert, overrated, man. I don't want to hear anything about this guy being in top 20. I don't even know if he's top 30 at this point, if I'm being honest. I never really liked the man, especially after what he did with COVID-19, touching the mics. Oh, that might get me deep. I mean, it's not like I'm making money anyways, okay? I don't really care. COVID-19, bro. He was touching all the mics, man. Bro, I don't know what to say. It just didn't leave a good taste in my mouth, and especially after this series, I'm just done with Rudy Gobert as well, so he's a bum. Okay, next thing that this season has taught us, Paul George is overhated. I'm going to keep this so short because I think everybody has kind of come to this conclusion now. Paul George he was getting so much flack. He was getting the most flack that I think I've ever seen an NBA player get. Like, PG 13% this, pandemic P that. He can't shoot. He's trash. He's not a top 20 player in the league. He's not a top 30 player in the league. No, I heard that, bro. I was hearing that junk. Let me just say, Paul George has proved y'all wrong. Kawhi Leonard goes down in this series against the Suns. And even before that, Paul George was playing amazing. So, even in the regular season, in the series before the Suns, he was balling out, bro. So, I mean, there's not much to criticize there. But he really stepped up when Kawhi went down, man. He was averaging basically 30 on good splits. He was doing everything on offense. He was playing good defense. So I've got nothing but respect for PG-13 now. And some of y'all might go back to some of my later videos and dig up some of me clowning PG because to be honest, he kind of deserved it. If I'm being fair, bro, he kind of deserved it. But now after what I've seen, he's fully earned back my respect. So props to PG. Lastly, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, I'm so happy right now. Bro. When it came down to the two teams, throughout the entire playoffs, I was kind of rooting for the Hawks. But after they got eliminated in the finals, man, I was rooting definitely for the Bucks over the Suns. But I really don't like the team really, other than Giannis, and I guess Drew Holiday is cool. Well, other than that, I'm kind of on everybody else on the Bucks. But I love Giannis, so I was rooting for him to win his chip, and he did it. And I'm just so relieved because after last year, having to defend this guy after he got gentleman swept by the Heat in the second round of the playoffs last year, bro, it was getting hard to defend this man. People were saying, oh man, I don't know if he can be the number one option on a championship team. People were talking about, oh man, he can only run and dunk, just build a wall, yada, yada, yada. Man's is chilling now. I'm just so happy he's proven the haters wrong. Giannis is such a nice, funny, humble, likable guy, man. He has a great story. It's just you can't hate this guy. You can't hate this guy. Now let me try and start talking about actual basketball. I just like Giannis as a person so much. But on the basketball side, he was dominant. He was probably the most dominant player we've seen since Shaquille O'Neal, the Big Diesel, okay? Man was so dominant. In the playoffs, he averaged 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists on 57% from the field. Then in the finals, he averaged 35, 13, and 5 on 62% from the field and came back from a 2-0 deficit, bro. And I think people are kind of underrating how often that happens. That doesn't happen very often, so it's really cool to see that. On top of that, he was playing all-time great defense. We all saw the block on DeAndre, and I think that was the end of game 4? Yeah, end of game 4, end of game 5. I'm pretty sure it was end of game 4. We all saw that block. Bro was playing amazing defense, and then he finished it out in a closeout game with 50 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks, man. 5 blocks in a closeout game. Man is so dominant, and he's so good. And I don't know what people were saying after last year, talking about he's 7th in the league, he's 8th, 9th, 10th in the league, bro. No, he's not. And he's not unskilled. I don't want to hear that junk anymore, bro. He's just dominant. That's really all I got to say. He's so good. He's proven everyone wrong, and I couldn't be happier, man. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. I know this video is probably kind of messy, but I mean, I don't care, bro. I really don't care, man. This is all just coming off the top of my head. My next video is probably going to be a top 10 point guards video. I'm probably going to do top 10 point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers. And then I'll probably finish it off with a top 25, top 50 players list. So stay tuned for that. I realized I didn't finish my top 10 videos from last year. I stopped after my shooting guards video or my small forwards video. I don't know. But I stopped after that one. But this time I'm actually going to finish it. So stay tuned for that. That might come tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. Depends how well this video does. To be honest. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching through to the end. If you made it to the end, comment crunch time is back. No, that's too generic. Comment Giannis is king. And I'll know y'all watched to the end. other than that, man, I hope y'all have a great day. From the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. But other than that, I'll see y'all later. It's been your boy Crunch Time, and I'll see you next time. Man, it's been so long since I said those words. But peace.